Good evening and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Show with Eyekato. Tonight we are going to be looking into the first year of Edo State Governor Monday Okpebholo. We will be looking strictly on the factual review, examining his key actions, the opposition stance, and the political dynamics shaping his administration. My aim is a balanced journalistic analysis grounded in verifiable events. Let's start with security, where the governor has taken a notably firm stance. Governor Okpebholo has repealed the former anti-courtesan law and enacted a stronger one, and his administration has equipped security forces with 60 Elos vans and 400 motorcycles, while they said they have recruited 2,500 new officers for the state security corps. Well, one policy has drawn significant controversy: the demolition of properties linked to alleged criminals. The governor's intention is to serve as a strong deterrent, yet this approach has been heavily criticized for bypassing the judiciary. Edo people believe that the governor has made himself the accuser, the judge, and the jury, demolishing properties without court orders. This has raised fundamental questions about due process and the separation of power. Further controversies came up in July 2025 when the governor stated that the 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi must not come to Edo State without security clearance, warning that he could not guarantee his safety. The governor defended this by citing a personal trauma. He recalled how a police inspector was shot dead right in his eyes after he disregarded security advice at the Benin airport. Let's look at the constitutional violation. Human rights lawyer Femi Falana labeled this a violation of Section 33 of the Constitution, which guaranteed the right to life and demanded a public apology to Peter Obi. And then another aspect of this is the abuse of power. Labour Party federal lawmaker Murphy Osaro Omoroji described the governor's utterance as a blatant overreach, an abuse of office, and an infringement on fundamental rights. Again, let's look at what the people think. Edo resident and activist Tony Ira, who stated he is a supporter of Mr. Okpebholo, called the statement a reckless and unfortunate statement. He asked the governor to apologize to Edo and the Nigerian people. On the economic front, the government report card is filled with ambitious figures. The administration claims he has awarded 28 new projects and is constructing the state's first 2 flyover bridges in Benin City. To stimulate the economy, they say they have created over 10,000 jobs and launched a 1 billion interest-free loan scheme for small businesses. The main opposition, that is the PDP, challenges this narrative entirely. Alleging a state of decline, they contend that Benin City is sinking under filth. Street lights are dead, roads are collapsing, and have challenged the governor to name 5 verifiable achievements. Critics have also raised concerns about a massive 100 billion loan acquired for an agricultural revolution, questioning where the visible impact is for the common citizen. Well, no analysis of Okpebholo administration is complete without examining the role of his political godfather, Senator Adams Oshiomhole. From the campaign trail to the halls of power, Oshiomhole has been a constant and influential presence. Well, people argue that this relationship has profound implications. It has been suggested that Edo State now has a puppet, not a governor, and an operative who is ill-prepared for governors beyond running errands in Abuja. The concern is that the governor may not be fully in control of his own administration, acting instead on the directives of a party steward, let's say Oshiomhole and Bola Tinubu. These dynamics fuel allegations that the government is not truly independent. The perception is that Oshiomhole, who once famously fought Godfatherism, in Edo politics has now metamorphosized into the very system he once opposed, creating an administration where the less known about you, the more qualified you are for office. So, after 1 year, what is the balance sheet for Monday Okpebholo? On the positive side, the administration has demonstrable activity, particularly in security, assets, procurement, and infrastructure projects. These supporters, or his supporters, would point to these tangible actions as evidence of government getting to work. However, the areas for scrutiny are serious and multifaceted. They include the rule of law versus the bulldozer. That aspect, I'm going to say, relating to the property demolition strategy and the threats against opposition figures, risk creating an administration known for authoritarian overreach rather than democratic governance. Another aspect is the perceived lack of independence. The overwhelming influence of a political godfather raises the question about who is truly governing Edo State and for whose benefit. The last bit is the credibility gap. There is a significant disconnect between the governor's announced achievements and the opposition's and public perception of what is on ground. Well, in my personal opinion, Okpebholo administration is at a crossroad. The governor's initial action shows a desire to be seen as decisive sheriff, but true leadership requires more than firmness. It requires a steadfast commitment to the Constitution, independence from overbearing political interests, and a transparent bridge between government announcements and tangible public benefits. The governor's legacy will be determined by his ability to transition from a leader perceived as being under another shadow to one who equivocally governs for all Edo people, with the rule of law and its guiding principles. Well, that's not all. Okpebholo must also show to people or to Edo people that he is there to govern and not to be motivated or instigated by his political godfather to go after the man everybody knows is not in good relationship with Adam Oshiomhole. And with the recent attack on the former governor of Edo State Governor, Obaseki, it shows that Okpebholo is executing a script to show to his bosses that he is doing a wonderful work and he has their back. This type of distraction might be the reason why the PDP believes that Okpebholo is a puppet and is here to do the will of those who is in Abuja. Don't forget to share and comment, and let me hear what you think about this analysis. Who is Monday Okpebholo, and what is his intentions in Edo State? Does he mean real business to develop and grow the economy, or he is just another politician in transit? Well, thank you for talking with me today, and I hope you join me next time in another episode of Let's Talk. My name is Eyehato, and have a good evening.